And the last thing that we'll see in this section is in regards of the stem and leaf plot. If I'm not mistaken, is our fourth objective. All right, this is just another way of displaying data. So let's take a look at an example. What we're going to do here is we are going to look at, how about these test scores? Let's use the data showing test scores for 25 students to construct a stem and leaf plot. We have 82, 47, 75, 64, 57. 76, 68, 84, 54, 88, 94, 92, 94, 80, 94, 75, 73, 66, 87, and 76. At 5, 10, 15, 20. So one more set of 5. We have 75, 74, 50, 78, and 71. So these are exam scores, and what we'll be doing is constructing a stem and leaf plot. So the way we do this is by setting this up. What we'll have is one side we call the stems, and then the other side we call the leaves. The stems consists of the tens digit. Or in other words, just the first number, right? And the leaf consists of the remaining values. Or the units digit. So let's take a look at our, and once again, also just like before, just like the frequency distribution, we want to go from smallest to largest and do not repeat. So taking a look at our data, we have 80, 40, 70, 60, 50, 47 looks to be the smallest. Anything smaller than 40s. Anything smaller than 40s. So we see 47 is the smallest and our largest. So let's state that smallest is 47. Our largest is what? 82 in the first row. 88. Looks like we see 94. 94. And these are considered the tens digit, right? So we start off with a 4, then a 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 9. Once again, the stem is the tens digit. So we can see our tens digits are 4 is the smallest, 9 is the largest. So we go from 4 all the way down to 9, right? We do not repeat them. Our leave just consists of the units digit, or what remains. So let's take a look here. 82 is first, so I see an 8. I follow it by a 2. That is telling us that this is 82. 47 is next, so I got my 4. Then I put a 7. Followed by 75, so I have my 7. Then I put a 5. 64, I got a 6. Then I put a 4. And then 57, I have 5 and 7. So this so far is consistent of our first row. We continue on. 76 is next. I go back to my 7 and I go to 6. I want you to understand that this is telling us that there's a 75 and there's also a 76, as we can see that to be the case. Let's take a look. Now we have 68 goes next, right? 68, then 84. So I got 8 and 4. As you can see, I'm not doing any specific way. I'm just kind of going number by number. Not biggest to smallest. I'm just kind of going row by row, number by number. 54 is next. 5, 4. Here we can clearly see here 57 is one of them. Then 54 is one of them. You don't have to arrange the leaves from smallest to largest. You can if you want to, but there's no need to. Just kind of show that those numbers are there. 88 is next. Now we go to the next row. We got 94. I'll go a little faster. 92, 94. I do want you to notice here that 94 is shown once. 94 is shown again. So here we can clearly see 94 is shown twice so far. Continuing on, 80, 94. We can see 94 is shown 3 times now. All right. Go to 75. Then we have 73. 66, 87, 76, 57, 74, 50, 78, and 71. So this is an example of a stem and leaf plot. Once again, just another way of showing data here. So I think this 2.1 is really nice. In summary, what we saw is that data can be represented a few ways, right? So if you have all these numbers, we can show it by frequency distribution, right? At times we may want to do a grouped frequency distribution. We can show it by a histogram. We can show it or by a polygon. And the last way is that we can show it by this stem and leaf plot. So this 12.1 is a nice section because no longer do we have to look at a list of numbers, right? We can look at this list of numbers and really summarize it and make it look a little nicer by one of these 5 methods.